think we're on pace to get out of here one of our earliest. So today in the general sessions, my commissioner over here asked me a question in front of the audience about like this, about the how do you say that? There you go. Plan for the next 5 years. And thank goodness my president, after about a 20-second delay, said, it looks good, Vic. So that was my reply, so I do appreciate that. But what a day it has been already, and I don't want to take too long, but I do have a few things to say. And gentlemen, it is a humbling experience to stand up here. And when you're accepting something of this magnitude, from a coach, you all were players. It's a little bit different as a coach. You have a lot of people to thank because it's always a team effort. But first, I want to say to all the inductees, congratulations, and what an honor it is to be in your group. I am accepting this award on behalf of a lot of people, especially from Carson-Newman. I know this is a conference award, but my goodness, that's my second family. My softball job, I did not know that softball is what the Lord had in store for me. I played basketball at Carson-Newman, and I went on, got my foot in the door as assistant basketball coach, and then I went on to coach volleyball for 2 years. Got down to 105 pounds coaching 2 sports, and what happened? They asked me to coach another sport. I was in the cafeteria. Dr. Maddox and Ken Sparks sitting there. I was taking my tray back, and as I was leaving, they said, "Young lady, can we have a conversation with you?" And I said, "Well, sure." So I sat down at the table, and 5 minutes later, I was the head softball coach at Carson-Newman. So that's a true story. So I taught 3 activity classes. I was the head volleyball coach. I was now the new elect softball coach and the assistant basketball coach. But I still thank the Lord every single day because He was preparing me for something bigger and better. Also, I want to say a word. I saw Ken Sparks' picture go up. I don't know anywhere else that you could coach in the country, but I received a voice message yesterday, and we know the trials that gentleman is going through in his life, but to wish me well and that in some way that the Lord could use me today when I was speaking to this audience here. So our hearts and prayers are with Coach Ken Sparks. Also, I would like to say to my conference family, to the Commissioner Britz, to Doug Eccles, the former commissioner, we've spent a lot of times together, and to Elaine Keeby, the hard work for the food, for this nice banquet that is here presented for all of us today. Every year it seems to get bigger and better. But my, it doesn't matter what we need from the conference office, they are a phone call away, and anything that we need, they stand ready to go to battle for us. They also keep us in line as well, but my goodness, how we appreciate that. To my Carson-Newman family, to Dr. Maddox, who took a chance on a 23-year-old that was young, that was green, finishing up her master's at the University of Tennessee, and Coach Lewis Bivens, who I served as the assistant basketball coach. But again, I say to get my foot in the door because it did lead me to softball, and I think that again, in itself is where I'm supposed to be, but I thank them to this day. I'm very thankful for that. Also, David Barger, who is here today. David and I worked hand in hand for many, many years. It means a lot for him to journey over here, but what an inspiration, what a mentor he had been to me. On the administrative side in particular for all of those years, the coach kind of wanted to come out in those administrative meetings, and he kind of pulled me back a little bit. And needed to do so. Also to my athletic director, who I work under now, Alan Morgan, I say if you can't coach and play and get fired up to go do that under his tutelage, you don't need to be at Carson-Newman, and I sincerely mean that. The energy that that man has given to us, how we so appreciate. And his wife is included in that package as well. It doesn't matter if there's a recruit. She's Johnny on the spot to help us out. I also want to mention